Hi, I'm Sarah Scott. Welcome to the session of Agriculture for All. To get us started today, we're going to learn about some wheat production from the FFA members with the Girard, Kansas chapter. Let's hear what they have to say.
Good morning, my name is Laura Wells.
And I'm Bree Flaherty.
And we're members of the Girard FFA chapter, and today we're going to tell you about wheat in Kansas.
Have you ever seen a field of wheat? Here is a good picture of a field in Kansas. Kansas is the #1 wheat producing state, and 1/5 of all wheat grown in the United States is grown here in Kansas. This is why Kansas is known as the wheat state or the breadbasket of the world.
Where is the wheat? Wheat is in all different types of things, from things that we eat to things that we use every day. Wheat is also in things like pizza. I know plenty of you probably like pizza, but it's also in bread, cookies, cakes, pies, and so much more. It's also in our school products that we use every day, such as paint and glue.
So this is a picture of a wheat kernel. It is very tiny and it's about the size of rice. This big white part right here, that is called the endosperm, and that is ground to make white flour. The outside, the brown covering, is known as the bran, and it is used to make muffins and breads. The little part down here is called the germ. The germ is the smallest part of the kernel and is the part that grows a new wheat plant, and the kernel is the deepest part in the soil. So this is stages of wheat development. This is a picture of a seed. And then it emerges. And then this stage is called tillering, where its true leaves begin to form. This is called jointing, where it grows more than one stem and it joints around right here. This is called heading or flowering, where it starts to develop the wheat head. And then these little tiny things are the kernels. And then this is a mature wheat plant.
The planting season. Wheat is normally planted into the ground in the fall, but it also can be planted in early spring when the soil is still cold. There are two different ways to plant wheat: drilling, which is also known as sowing, or you can also spread the wheat.
So this is a picture of someone drilling wheat or sowing. Drilling is a way to put the seed farther into the ground. It puts it into the deeper soil, the deeper warm soil, where it is also moist, so the plant has plenty of moisture. This is a picture of someone who is spreading wheat. When they spread wheat, they usually just do it a couple days after they drill wheat, so in the late fall or early winter.
Fertilizer. Fertilizer is a chemical substance that you put on the soil to increase fertility. Fertilizers, these little white pellets that they spread in this fertilizer spreader that goes onto the ground and helps neutralize the soil.
Harvest time. Once the wheat plant has reached full maturity, we use a machine called a combine to harvest the wheat. The combine cuts off the heads of the plant, shakes the wheat kernels out of the heads, and separates the kernels from the rest of plant materials. So if you've ever seen a combine and you wonder what's coming out the back, it looks like a bunch of dust, and that is the plant material. When the combine dumps the wheat, it dumps it into a tractor who's pulling a cart, and that tractor typically takes it over to a big semi-truck.
the wheat go? The wheat is normally sold to a local grain elevator. Pictured here is a grain elevator in Hutchinson, Kansas. And just to give you some size, these are semi-trucks down here. So those grain elevators are so big. And it can also be sold to flour mills, as pictured here. And at the flour mills, they make flour, and you can eat the flour later if they sell it in your grocery store. Sometimes it's loaded onto ships and sold worldwide.
In conclusion, we just wanted you guys to see some of the products that wheats contain and like where you'd see it in your everyday life. Hopefully you guys have learned a little bit more about wheat and how it grows, and after this we are going to attach a video, guys, for you to watch so you guys can hopefully learn a little bit more.
Thank you from our friends at Girard FFA. If you have any questions about wheat production, be sure to email the 5-County Farm Bureau at gmail.com, 5countyfb@gmail.com. Thank you on behalf of the Crawford, Labette, Montgomery, Neosho, and Wilson County Farm Bureaus for joining us today for this video.